Oh, goal. I'm in so much pain. Oh my god. Oh. There we go. Oh. Nope. Headphones aren't enabled. There we go. Where's the music? Play some music, bro. There we go. Oh, yeah. There was a guy there. They're all angry at me.
Ow!
Do you think you can get his sword again? Do you think the guy respawns? His sword was really, really OP. It's like the best two-handed sword I've found so far. Die! Die! Stupid human! Die!
No challenge at all.
Die!
We've done it.
Die!
We did it!
I think that's a definite no. No, there he is. Whistlebone. Thought he was like orange. Huh? Oh, you can get his sword. Yeah, I mean
I don't know what it is.
it's plus 12, dude. And double damage to dragons, that's worth keeping. Like, even if I found a better one, it's almost worth keeping just to fight dragons. Ah, here you go.
Easy kill. Tis but a scratch.
Oh, nope, that hits the dragon. Just trying to kill these guys off. Do you think we can hit that? Yes! Come here, you bitch.
I have no idea.
92 damage. He does like 92 damage. Guaranteed. Unresistible. Unavoidable.
No.
I'd say that's pretty decent. Alright. Hit! Come on, land the blow. Fuck.
Heal me!
Beats me.
Come on, land it. 92 damage! Pretty good for a melee. Miss? You suck, bro. Miss!
I have no idea.
Oh, she's so tanky. I cannot believe how fucking tanky these guys are. It's
Never seen one
insane.
before.
82 damage! You actually need to pop haste for this shit. This is this is just insane.
Heal me.
Double miss. Hey, what are you guys doing there?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Actually, don't have meteor.
I don't know. Haven't seen one before. Never seen one
Die! No. Die!
before. Nice shot.
Ouch.
No.
Ouch. The explosive bows are a little scary. I don't know if it does fire damage or something like that. I kind of doubt it. I don't remember what I'm doing.
Worthless.
This is actually worthless. You already know. Already know. Everyone's ascended, right?
I don't know what it is. Can't carry it. Worthless. I don't know what it is. Can't worthless.
Arms Master +5. Now the question is, Berserker build a belt. Accuracy -30. It's actually not that big of a deal, but the reality is that this belt is kind of dog shit. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's actually bad because it gives you so much AC reduction. The only thing it really does is it probably lets us finish if we find a might test, which I don't think we have found. I'm not sure. But if we do find a might test, this is a guaranteed success on that on all characters, I think. That's like what the only thing this does. Because stats are so bad that it's just not good. Plus 100 might is 4 damage. Like it's just pathetic. It's horrendous. The AC penalty is more impactful than any of the positive things. Like, the accuracy penalty doesn't matter. Look, it's -30 accuracy. What does it actually do? It gives me -1 to hit. Yeah. This helmet, though, is bad. The +1 to all stats is... But it's honestly almost better than pure stats, because this gives 1 HP, 1 SP, 1 armor, and 1 to all res. Oh, Ian, how's it going? 10 hit points and regen. I'll take that. 5 might and endurance, complete garbage. think if I get regen rings, I think I'll just always take that. Just that. Resistance is honestly, like, okay. I mean, it's better than, like, speed or something. Like, what does this speed give me? It literally does not give me a single thing. It's completely useless. "14 Eras" is much better. Any recent RPG that you've played that have interested you as much as classics like this one? I honestly can't even remember the last RPG I played that I thought was good, that was new. Like, Path of Exile 2 came out, but I don't consider that similar or even related. And I don't actually think, I don't really, from a game design perspective, I don't like Path of Exile because I think that it's kind of shallow, despite the reaction that's probably gonna have to people who play it. But I do think the systems are extremely shallow in PoE. And PoE 2 has that same issue, if not more so. But otherwise, I would say, like, no, not really. Because I feel like there aren't really many RPGs coming out. Like, at all. I can't even think of one. Let's look at Steam here again. But I think there's an unfortunate lack in releases in the RPG space. And the ones that we've had have been really bad, in my opinion. Like, Dragon's Dogma 2 was just sad. When did this come out? 2016. Torment's Tides of Numenera. I like that game a lot. But no, that's why I am playing old ass games, to be perfectly honest. What am I don't know what I'm doing. Don't have enough spell points. AI is going to be a huge deal in the upcoming RPGs. I don't really think so. I think it's wishful thinking to believe that AI is gonna have any quality impact anytime soon. I mean, I understand the concept. Like, there's a lot of potential, but I think that's like 20 years away.
A quiet room, you say?
I don't think, like, first gen AI is really gonna be the thing. Um. We're going to the elemental planes. That's where we're going. I'm master in everything, so we can go wherever. This one's a little tricky. I'm not sure where that portal is. There, maybe? Is that it? Dragonstone of Flies. What is that? Endurance. Fail. Water rests. Shield. Alright, let's give this a go. Looking through the gateway is like peering through a window into an underwater canyon. Creatures of all sizes swim menacingly in the distance. Am I streaming somewhere else? Yeah, we're multi-streaming on YouTube. I would almost honestly prefer to just stream on Twitch, but at this point, stubborn people on YouTube who refuse to not use YouTube. And also, I mainly just use YouTube to, like, archive. That's this current YouTube stream. Help! Oh! 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 Okay.
Beats me.
Greater water elemental. Young dragon turtle.
Never seen one before. Never seen
Oh,
one
it's all the way
before.
over there. Oh. Ah! $14 points?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Alright.
Should be an easy fight.
Oh, the fish are evil too.
I don't know it. Haven't seen one before. Never seen one before.
Oh. Maybe I need to haste. Maybe I should have hasted. Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know!
Go.
Haste.
Haven't seen one before. I don't.
Honestly, I'm most excited to play Wizardry 6. Like, I'm more excited to play Wizardry 6 than I have been excited to play a game at all since Path of Exile 2 came out. Which was unfortunately a bit of a disappointment in my opinion, but... Ow! Ow! Okay, bad idea. Oh, shit!
Beats me. Beats me.
6
This
points.
could be tough.
What do you mean 6 point?
Beats me. Beats me. Never seen one before.
Oh!
Haven't seen one before.
Never seen one before.
There's some power.
Man, they're so dangerous here. So dangerous.
Never seen one before. Just but a scratch.
Ah!
Never
Yeah,
seen
I'm
one
gonna have to
before.
leave, man.
Never seen one before. Beats me.
Can kill a couple of them at least, otherwise they just heal.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Did he get a new voice actor
don't know.
when he became a Lich? He feels a lot more
don't
angry
know.
now.
I don't know. I don't know. Beats me.
No! Oh!
I don't know.
Beats
Kill
me.
it! Jesus Christ. Oh, she's back up. This is what it's gonna be like. We're gonna... Blue. Blue is... personality. Yes. Yes.
What can we do for you? Go with our blessings.
I need Lloyd speaking. Town Portal kind of sucks in this game. It's still good enough to be worth rushing, but it's not like not nearly as good.
The spell is set.
This way. Okay. Let's I don't feel like this pain reflection is worth using. Oh, master affects entire party. Oh, damn. Okay, now it's actually worth using. Wow. That's actually really good. And has haste. Go again. Let's try to focus on the tiny ones.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Even the small ones are so
This could be
freaking
tough.
tanky.
There's some power.
Ten resistance doesn't sound like it would be much. But it feels like they're super tanky against both Fire and Dark.
There's some power.
Nah, I was just rolling badly. It did 90 damage there.
I don't know. Never seen one before.
I have no idea. This could be tough. I have
Nice, very
no
nice.
idea.
Tis but a scratch. Never seen one before.
Oh, it's a
beats
little
me.
too far away.
I have no idea.
Too far away to hit, too close to shoot with my exploding
I
arrows.
have no idea.
Beats me.
Killed it.
Beats me.
Ah!
We got it. I have no. We did it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oops, that was the wrong spell.
I have no idea. I have no idea. We did it.
I don't know it. Haven't seen one before.
How much does this cost? 25. Man, this is free. Like all the other spells feel free after you use Dark. Oh, this counts as outdoors. Oh,
I don't know.
interesting. Okay.
I don't know.
That means I could just use Armageddon, but I don't want to do that.
There's some power. I have no idea.
I don't know.
About recent RPGs, I've been interested in trying Crystal Project. Seems to be a game inspired on classic Final Fantasy games, but innovating / improving a lot on their weaker parts.
I have no idea.
I haven't heard about that one. I think. Maybe I have, I don't know.
There's some power.
I grew up on Final Fantasy games, but I can't really play those kind of games anymore.
I don't know it.
Not that I have anything against turn-based games, I
There's some power.
need more mechanically than what the
Never seen
typical
one before.
JRPG offers. Because to me, like, every JRPG is pretty much the same now. Or have been for like 2 decades. There's no real difference to me between Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 1. in game mechanics. It's all wrapping.
I don't know.
And I just need a little bit more evolution than that
There's some power.
in the games that I try to play. I want to shoot you, but I can't. Ah! Too hard to target. They're wiggling too much.
I don't know.
Maybe you can't target them.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, wrong spell again.
Beats me.
Never found turn-based RPGs, especially JRPGs, engaging enough. You see, to me, it's not about them being turn-based or not. It's about them not having real mechanics. Like, there's nothing in it that makes you really think, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna plan ahead for next turn? Like, what am I gonna... There's nothing like that. Like, you just attack. There's attack, there's healing, and that's it. Because, like, magic in Final Fantasy, for example, is the same as attack. It's just attack that does more damage. That's it. It's just...
Never seen one before.
If you use the right color on the right color enemy, then it does even more damage. So that's kind of what it becomes about. And that's where the mechanical depth in Final Fantasy begin and end.
Never
Unfortunately.
seen one before.
And it's true for like every other JRPG almost. Like Breath of Fire, Suikoden, whatever. Honestly, it's like every single one. Grandia is one of the few that actually do more. Because in Grandia, it's like it has like a real time aspect to it, and characters can like interrupt other characters or enemies and whatnot. Like if you use a critical or you use a special attack that has a cancel component to it, you can like cancel enemies' actions and stuff. And in my opinion, that's like, it's like this much above a typical JRPG, but it makes the game like 100 times more mechanically interesting. So it doesn't really take much. Man, is this fish not real? The fish can take AoE damage, but it can't... You can't take it. Hi, Axel, how's it going? Die! Oh, they were already dead. My bad. Bad. That's why I am interested in Wizardry 6 now. Like, I honestly, like I said, I haven't been as interested in a game as I am in Wizardry 6 in ages. I saw it has, like, maybe has, like, real game mechanics. And, like, decisions and a little bit of thinking in combat. And that's what I want from RPGs. I just want there to be some tactical choices that you have to make. And that's why I don't really like almost any combat RPG, because they don't really do that. There are an extremely small amount. Are you evil? Yeah, they are. They look very, very dangerous. Like, I can't even, like, what? I honestly don't know which RPGs I would even bring up in terms of, like, tactical choice. It's very, very minor. Even, like, CRPGs like Baldur's Gate or something, it usually just boils down to throwing fireballs, and that's it. Because that's kind of D&D in a nutshell. You just blow your load, and then either they died or you died. But, like, I don't like... It's not about, like, the tactics. The game we're developing right now is a tactics RPG. More like Final Fantasy Tactics, right? But to me, the tactical part isn't really what's interesting. Like, the the moving around and being able to move on a grid, I don't think that really adds anything in and of itself. Not really. Like Final Fantasy Tactics, I think it's honestly just worse because of it, because it just makes the game slower and more annoying to play. And Final Fantasy Tactics isn't mechanically more in depth or, you know, complex or anything than a typical Final Fantasy game. Like you might argue that you have like calculate and stuff like that. That's just, but that's not really. I don't really think that's a real thing. That's kind of like a meme more.
I have no idea.
To me, at least.
I don't know.
I wish they wouldn't yell so much. To me, it's about like having to plan ahead a little bit, knowing like it's hard to explain, but it's like every turn you want to be able to see like, okay, what's gonna happen? What's the enemy doing? And that's something that I think is important, that you as the player can see what the enemy is planning to do. Because otherwise, like, defend or stuff like this is not a valid mechanic in the game. It doesn't serve a purpose if you don't know what's happening. So you have to be able to, like, read what the enemy is doing. And they do that in Grandia, right? In Grandia 1, 2, 3, I mean, in my opinion, 2 is, like, the only decent one. But 1 is okay if you enjoy the comedy and the general approach to the story and stuff. I like 2 better because I don't really like the kids in 1. And the maps are terrible in 1. But in Grandia, you can see what the enemies are doing. Like, you have this bar with time, and at this far end of the bar, when the enemies are in that space, you can see which attack they're doing. And when they're just like right before it, you can see who they're planning on attacking. So it kind of goes from not knowing who they're planning to attack, and then who they're attacking and with what. And then you can react to that if your turn happens to coincide with that, but then you can like run up to them, you can attack them to delay them, or you can cancel their attack, or you can literally just block. That also works, because you know that you can do that. And the game is infinitely more complex than Final Fantasy, just because of that little minor thing, right? And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for things that are more about planning ahead, reacting to what is happening right now. And there are almost no RPGs that do that. I only know like 2 indies, and I don't think that they're very good. Because they're kind of like cringe tier writing, where you're like you can tell they're not really trying that much, and it just becomes kind of cringe because they're not trying. But one is Cosmic Star Heroine by Zeboid Games, I think. I think Cosmic Star Heroine has a really strong combat component, but I think it's overcomplicated. It's like they kind of having some chat issues here. There. So it's like some characters have like every 3 turns they get double damage. Some others have like every 4 turns they get double damage. And you know, it sounds kind of weird, and it is kind of weird because it's like for no reason, right? But because it has that, it creates this kind of gameplay loop where you want to plan ahead. Because you know, like in 2 turns is my turn, my big turn. So then you want to make sure that your other characters like debuff the enemy, buff your character, stuff like this, and then you get your payoff with like your huge damage. And stuff like that can negatively impact the game because it makes the game feel less like an RPG, just like less immersive almost. But I think it's a better game because of it. And There's another game called Star Renegades that is honestly really bad. Because it's meant to be like this looping game where you play through it and then you finish it. And then the world kind of resets, you buy unlocks, and then you continue playing. But every single loop, there's like three levels in the game. And it's the same boss every single time in all the levels. So it's like, there's no replayability really. So the entire core concept of the game kind of falls flat. But it has extremely solid turn-based gameplay with really good depth to it, and it's very, very finely tuned in difficulty. And it has all kinds of stuff like you push enemies back in their turn, you can interrupt them, you can stun them to get them to, you know, not do their action. You can shield your guys to avoid big attacks, and it's genuinely like one of the best JRPGs I've played from a combat perspective. But like the story is so bad, and the writing is so bad, because it's you know, it's, if you look at like Might and Magic 6, I think Might and Magic 6 is cringe because they're not trying and they're just making light of everything. But that game is 100 times worse. It's literally just like Marvel quotes and like Reddit jokes constantly. It's really, really bad, and the story doesn't make any sense. Now, Axel. Now, I will read what you read, or what you wrote. Do you like games like old XCOM, Fallout Tactics, or Jagged Alliance? Not really. I don't really like these old like shooter games because I want to like XCOM, but it's not because of the gameplay. I want to like XCOM because of everything around it. The whole like building up your guys and setting up these facilities and you know, all of that. But I don't particularly like XCOM gameplay. I don't really like the RNG, like I don't like RNG that much for aiming and shooting, and XCOM kind of just becomes about RNG minimalization more than anything else, to me at least. And that's what all of these games are, because they don't really have any mechanics other than shooting and standing behind cover, really. That's why I like fantasy RPGs, because you can have abilities and stuff, like sword attacks and stuff, magic. And it feels like it makes more sense. It's really hard to do that in any kind of setting where you have guns and you shoot things, right? And yeah, I did play Xenogears. I didn't finish it though, but I think I got to like the end of Disc 1 at some point. I have it for PS1, but I never got through it. I've tried multiple times, but regarding what I said about me thinking Persona 5 is the same as Final Fantasy 1 mechanically, Xenogears is the same. There's no difference between Xenogears combat system and Final Fantasy 1. It's just presentation. Like you could do these combos and stuff, and it feels cool. It feels a lot cooler than pressing attack. But at the end of the day, there's no difference. It doesn't change really how the combat flows, your relationship with the enemy, what choices you're gonna make in combat. Like there's no difference. It's just attack. So so that's like gameplay in terms of gameplay. But Xenogears has really strong like art direction and musical score. It has one of the best soundtracks for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. And Xenosaga is just not worth playing because it's like it's not finished. Like, what's the point? It's a cancelled series. I just can't care about it because of that.
Never seen one before. I don't know.
This could be tough.
But I honestly think it was pretty much worse than Xenogears in almost every single way.
I have no idea.
What games do you actually enjoy? See, that's the trick question. No, I have a hard time enjoying games in general. Like, I'm 37, I've done nothing but play video games all my life. And now I work as a game developer. I have a really hard time enjoying games. But it's also the only thing I really want to do.
Beats me.
But yeah, I do enjoy RPGs. It's just that the amount of RPGs I actually think are good is very small. Like, I think Disco Elysium is really good. I think Baldur's Gate 2 is good. I think Pillars of Eternity had potential, but they floundered it. It's like half good. No, I think Planescape Torment is one of the worst CRPGs ever made. I like Torment Tides of Numenera a lot better than Planescape Torment. I hate Planescape Torment so much. I hate it. Did you say you were working on your own personal game? Yeah, you can follow it on my YouTube channel. That's honestly the only place I really post it. I stream programming in the mornings every day, but that's European mornings, so if you're American, then you're probably out of luck for catching it live. But yeah, I'm working on a game called Legends of Terrestria.
Never seen one before.
I like Monster Hunter World. I also like Sekiro. I like... What else do I like? It's kind of drying up there, I'll be honest. A little bit. I like Final Fantasy VI, but it's mostly because it's like that. Final Fantasy VI is my RPG. It's the one I grew up with, like my core RPG. But it's a shit game.
There's some power.
It's just I like good writing, and I like mechanical depth, and I feel like most of the time you don't get either, and that's my problem. Like, I think Baldur's Gate 2 has really good writing in general. Like, some parts of the main story is sure questionable, but I think overall the quality of the writing is quite high. Disco Elysium has really good writing. There's some cringe parts, but I think that's fine. Especially when you have like 6 or 8 writers on a team, it's bound to be like varying quality. But mechanically, I feel like there's a lot to be desired in the RPG space overall.
I have no idea.
I generally kind of like MMOs better when it comes to just gameplay.
I don't know.
But there are... MMOs is a dead genre anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It depends on the MMO though, but...
I have no
Like, I don't think
idea.
RuneScape is particularly deep. All grind, no content. I honestly think there's value in that.
I have no idea.
I genuinely don't think that there is a single thing that is different between playing this game and playing through World of Warcraft. There's no difference. They're built the same. It's just like linear story quests that you're going through. Pretty much.
Haven't seen one before.
It's just here, they haven't squished the XP curve here, and they haven't nerfed the monsters yet. That's the benefit here. I have seen Cyrillium around, but I have never actually looked at it.
I don't know.
I can even see the logo in my mind.
No match for me.
And I really actually like games that are not about story. I love a good story game, but I think that they are so rare that generally speaking I would prefer a game that isn't about the story. Like roguelikes kind of, but I don't really like roguelikes that much.
I don't know.
Usually if the story is good, the mechanics get in the way, or vice versa. More or less. Like, I think Baldur's Gate 2 is a very strong entry in like the RPG world. But I think D&D is not a particularly good system. And I think real-time with pause D&D is even worse. And on top of that, as of like a video game, it becomes even weirder because you just pack all of your characters with like fireballs and haste, and then you just like go in and
I don't know.
you either win in 1 second or you die in 1 second. Oh, I've heard a lot of good things about Slay the Spire. Well, Slay the Spire is
There's
okay.
some
There's just not much to it.
I don't know.
I feel like you almost have to mod it to play it. I don't really understand how people play it more than
I
just
have
a
no
few
idea.
hours. 'Cause there's just nothing there. There's like, it feels like there's like 2 builds per character in it, almost. I don't feel
I
like...
don't know.
It's so hard to
This could be tough.
play each character in like any amount of ways.
I have no idea.
But I just feel like every run becomes kind of samey.
It is down.
I like procedural generation, but it's one of those things that's like almost literally never been done well. Is this Might and Magic? I'll be honest, before we started playing Might and Magic, if I saw a game like this, I would have just ignored it. And I don't think Might and Magic is particularly good, but I have kind of tasted like a kernel of like that. I think this can be a good genre, like genuinely. That's why I am interested, like actually interested in trying Wizardry 6, even though I'm not sure I'll manage. Is there only one Ceruleum? How many are there? Ceruleum Ultimate. Yeah, it's just such a shame. You know, it's like procedural generation. I think it's like people make proc gen systems and then they get them to like, oh yeah, it finally works. And then they stop working on them. And then they just release a game using like their bare minimum proc gen system with like barely any information input into it or anything. And then they just throw a game out. Oh, it didn't work. And then they just like delete the engine. And then somebody else does the same thing again, like 400 times. And that's like the only thing you get from people who make procedural generation games. Because I genuinely think that there's a lot to be had from procedural generation, but they're just not doing it. The madness pulls at my very soul. Each day is a struggle to maintain sanity. I will help you while I can, but be prepared to flee. Aqualander. What has happened to my home waters? All are consumed by madness. And worse, our lord is missing. Where is our ruler, the mighty Aqualander? Without him, we are doomed. Okay, bro. Relax. What is that? Let's try to... Hello. Not RPG, but I absolutely love procedural generation is Spelunky 1 and 2. I haven't actually played Spelunky, so I can't say. I only like serious RPGs. Or try-hard action games like Sekiro or Devil May Cry. Or MMOs. I was playing Ragnarok online for like 3 months earlier this year. But I had to stop because it was too boring. But it's like almost good enough for me to actually play it.
There's some power.
I like grinding. I like Path of Exile because you can grind in it. I just think it's mechanically underwhelming. Not enough spell points.
This could be tough.
I have 3,500 hours in Tree of Savior,
I have no idea.
which is like the spiritual successor to Ragnarok Online. But they killed the game with pay to win and silly gacha mechanics. Can you talk to the fish? I see that they're friendly. No. Where do we shoot? Over there?
I have no idea.
Have you played any Spiderweb software? Geneforge, Abernum, Abaddon? I bought some of those games, I think. And I tried. But I couldn't get into it. I could try it again. Maybe. But I don't know if they actually have any depth to them. Because I feel like it's like... It almost feels like if a game looks and like plays like ass, that there's like depth in there, right? Like it's... But usually there isn't. That's the unfortunate reality. So I don't know if it is worth the effort to actually play those games.
I have no
And also I
idea.
usually just forget about it. 'Cause I did buy them, I think. Some of them at least. Yeah, I have Abaddon, the Black Fortress, and Abaddon 2, the Corruption. Gene. I have Geneforge 1. Ever played the Betrayal at Krondor series? No. There's like Infinity RPGs that I didn't play back in the day. That's like it's like almost this type of like subgenre that I just never got into. I played JRPGs, I played Baldur's Gate and those kind of like every CRPG in that vein. But these type of games, and all those like Police Quest or King's Quest or whatever, I never. And it's partially just because I never got into contact with them that much. But no, I have not. To the point where I can't even like distinguish them sometimes. Oh, this looks rough. But yeah, I do see your point. There's like they got little squares and shit. And I can appreciate that. Like again, that's why I want to play Wizardry, because it's like sometimes these old games have like a true kernel of, you know, you can see that there was something good happening, and then it just kind of disappeared or something. Because I don't know. It's hard to say. Your stats vary based on your health and not just max HP. Like your level of fitness, skills, training, actual health, and nutrition all affect your combat saving per swim. Yeah, I think stuff like that's cool. It can be cool, but it can also be very bad for the game. Just
Haven't seen one before.
But that's also something that I worry about. Like sometimes I feel like one game did something and it just kind of didn't really work, and then everybody just like stopped doing it and treats it like the plague.
Beats me.
And everybody just does the one thing that like the one successful game did, and now that's where we're stuck at forever.
We did it!
Since you have played like the older Wizardry games, like Wizardry for NES or even the later ones, like how mechanically complex are they compared to, say, Final Fantasy? Because I feel like from what I can tell, just from looking at it from a distance, I feel like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, it's like they took Wizardry. It's like Wizardry is a stick with a bunch of leaves on it and shit, and they just took it and they just like just ripped all of it all of it off, and you just have a little stick left. And then they're like, here, this is what RPGs in the future are all going to be based on now. Help! Oh, fuck. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm dying!
Beats me.
No!
I don't know it.
I don't know if I
The spell is set.
have heal. I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Quest series. They're very samey and consistent and reasonably innovative, if not overly creative. Yeah, I don't like Dragon Quest at all. But again, it's because it's on the like opposite spectrum of what I enjoy. Like I like serious games. And Dragon Quest is not a serious series.
Never seen one before.
So for me, it just doesn't work.
I have no idea.
I don't really like silly stuff.
There's some power.
I'm
I have no idea.
I'm weak. Help! Please die!
There's some power.
Nice shot.
I don't know it.
Serious with silly, I think they're the same thing, more or less. And no, I don't like Grimdark like Warhammer. I just like serious writing. I like Lord of the Rings. I don't like silly writing. I don't like light-hearted writing. I think I'm gonna fly away. I don't think Lord of the Rings is that silly. Where's the exit? Stuck. Alright. We have enough. Oh no, I barely know where the church is. It's there.
Our sanctuary is open to you. A benediction to you.
I was there. Yeah, Game of Thrones. I mean, I've only watched the TV show, but yeah, it's obnoxious. What do we need to cast? Everything. We don't have stone skin. And we don't have shield. unfortunate that the game, like, pauses music every time I alt tab. Alright, so where do we go here? I think we just have to kill everything.
This could be tough.
Curator Water Elemental. 10d, 10 damage. Weak to earth and spirit.
There's some power.
Oh.
Beats me.
So they actually have dark resistance in this game. Didn't realize dark had resistance.
I have no idea.
Beats me.
There's some power.
Never seen one before. Beats me. Beats me.
Ow! Fuck! Please don't kill me, I just came back.
Beats me.
I don't know it.
Got more MM6 to do? Well, good luck.
I don't know. Never seen one before.
I have no idea.
Haven't seen one before.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. Never seen one before. Beats me. Beats me. Ugh. Tis but a scratch.
Please help me. I have no idea.
Haven't seen one before.
I don't know.
Region is not cutting it. I'm gonna have to just mash body points into my vampire.
I have no idea.
Do we still have water rest? Yeah, 5 hours. Ow!
Never seen one before.
I still don't have raised dead. It's almost like they want you to find some spells in this game, but like not exactly. Is there's like one elemental guild you can buy from that's really good. But the mine guilds are horrible. That's how Maw is designed. What's Maw? Is that a mod? Now this was the first house. This is the little guy there. Mod with multiplayer. Okay. Fair enough.
This could be tough. This could be tough.
This could be tough. Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Let's.
I don't know it.
I have no idea. This could be tough.
I do think these games could be a lot better with just some small tweaks. I don't think it would take much. But I think
Beats me.
some modding could be
There's some power.
potentially be good.
Haven't seen. Yes, we've done it.
I felt like the merge was
Beats me.
like a massive difficulty increase in just on its own, even on just normal settings. But it can be one of those things where, like, once you get past a certain initial curve, then things ease up. When you start having like more spells and
no
stuff, you have all your buffs.
I don't know. I don't know.
Help!
This is like merge on max difficulty bolstering, plus it adds custom unique monster types and abilities.
I have
Fair
no
enough.
idea.
Ouch! Oh, don't die.
I don't know.
Stop being so angry. I want my fighter to do like 200 damage.
We got it!
Ouch! My guy sucks. He's terrible. He's decent against dragons now because they respawned. So I got another Sword of Whistlebone, so we got that. But there are not that many dragons. I think. I wanted regen. Kill the fish. Sleeping underwater? Do you think that's healthy? That. Infinitely lasting scuba gear? They should have made you equip scuba gear that you had to take your items off for in this game as well. I hope they do that. I thought she was dead. No, when they're dead, they have a gravestone there. Otherwise, they're just down. You can take... I don't know how it works exactly, but it's like a certain amount of like negative hit points. Dies when hit points reach -10. That's not true though. It's -10 and something else. It might be like endurance or something. Because I've seen her at like -17 and whatnot. So if they're just like knocked out, you can just rest and they come back. And pain reflection. Having to compress air into cans and carry them around to go scoobing. I actually love survival stuff. Like, I love games that suck in that sense. Like, really annoying. I really love stuff like that. But again, not many games that actually do anything fun with it. Like I want to enjoy what's it called? CDDA. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. But it's just not very fun.
Haven't seen one before.
I try it again every now and then, but
I have
I'm always
no
disappointed
idea.
trying to play it. I actually have no issues with the interface. I can learn the interface just fine. But it's this kind of thing where I kind of just end up playing it. And then you like sit around in some basement just reading newspapers and just like leveling, like skilling up your character, or you're like building a car or something. And then when you finally go out like once and uh-oh, the zombies evolved 400 million times, and like one angry giant charger zombie just one-shots you and then you runs over. Like,
Haven't seen one. I don't know it.
I just don't feel like you ever end up doing anything that's like actually that fun in it. You just go find a house and then you just kind of sit there. It's there's not that much point in like exploring and finding things, 'cause the survival aspect is kind of whatever to some degree. Like I genuinely don't really know. I try to like RP in it and I'm like, okay, I just make I make a random character and then I try to like play that character kind of. But it's really, really hard to like set up goals for yourself and actually figure out anything fun to do in it. I tried to play it like Minecraft, just starting in the woods with nothing. But you almost can't do that because you can't make the tools you need to make like planks and shit. You have to go and find it. At one point, it was possible. You could make planks with like I don't know what it's called. If it was like an awl or something. It's not meant to make planks, but it had like level 1 plank making or something. And it was enough to get you from like the bottom tier up to the next one. And I wrote a post on GitHub about it, and I said something like, I don't remember what it was, but it was basically, there was something regarding it. Can't remember. There was like a bug or something. And I made I made a GitHub post and tried to like get them to fix that issue so that I could make planks better or something. And then they were like, "Oh, yeah, this isn't supposed to be able to make planks at all, and then they just deleted it. And then I couldn't make planks anymore either. So I was like, okay, great. So now you like literally don't have a path to like go from nothing to being able to build a house. They just deleted the Minecraft starting out of the game. It was a long time ago. I don't remember the details. But it's one of those things that that stuck with me in regards to CDDA. And like I want to make a survival game. Like once I'm past the super annoying things that I'm programming for Legends of Terrestria right now, I will probably have more energy left to work on my other project that is also in like the shittiest programming stage. That game is never gonna get done, ever. But what I'm working on there is a procedural type game. And I do think I'm gonna make something like this so you can have party members. But I do want it to be survival based, kind of. So that it has mechanics like that.
No idea.
Like hunger and all of that. Because I really like that.
I have no idea.
But the problem with like the real core problem with procedural generation and making like survival sandbox games. And I know people are gonna say something here, but the issue with sandbox games is that you don't have any goals. And you might say, yeah, but that's why it's a sandbox. But yeah, that's why sandbox games suck. And that's the problem. Because I think that even in a sandbox game,
This could be tough.
you need to have some kind of goal, and it's really difficult to actually create that and design that and think of like what should the actual goals be here for the player to want to like do anything. Because in Zomboid, like you just kind of end up running around collecting cans, and then you start building a house and maybe some plants. But it feels like there's not like that much beyond that. It feels more like a social game to me, which is fine. Like I played Zomboid and I've enjoyed playing that multiplayer. I don't see how I would ever play it single player.
No match for me.
Oh, I killed myself!
Beats me.
Whoopsie! Oh! Oh, my healer died! Oh! Alright. I don't actually need to leave, do I? Like, we can just teleport from here. Yeah. 42 isn't MP mods, and it takes quite a server to run. Yeah. Wait, where's the church?
The store's closed.
Sure, we got spells.
No, you don't. You don't have any spells. That's what makes Minecraft boring for me. I like Terraria because it has so much more bosses, objectives, but it loses so much for me in terms of immersion / exploration by being 2D. I tried PZ, but as a lot of games, I like to watch others play it more than actually playing it myself. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with survival games in general. It's usually more fun to.
What can we do for you?
It's usually the social experience playing them with other people that's more fun than the game. And Minecraft is actually one of my favorite gaming experiences. But that's because, I mean, I've had Minecraft for ages. Like, I played Minecraft when it came out in beta, but back then it didn't have anything, right? Like, it literally didn't have a single boss. And then I never played Minecraft again, really. I played Terraria, but I'd never really played Minecraft. And so, a while ago, like 5 years ago or something, I did a blind run of just unmodded Minecraft. I did mod it a little bit. I added like a new shader and new textures and stuff, because I think default Minecraft is very ugly. And I made the game capable of being pitch black, because typically the game, you don't even need a torch when you're in a cave. So I modded one of the shaders to be capable of rendering the game in pitch black when there's no light source, because the popular shaders have like a minimum light threshold. It's still like super dark, but you can still see. And then I just played it like that, blind. Like I didn't know anything that was in the game past. I knew like that there was something called the Nether, but I didn't know what it was. And I just played it permadeath. And that was actually really fun, because everything was super scary in Minecraft. At least for a couple of runs. I think Terraria is also good because it has bosses, but I also think it's bad because it has bosses. Because, you know, that's the thing, right? Like, and that's what I'm talking about. When you make a survival game, it's like, do you want it to be about the survival aspect, or do you want it to be another genre with a food bar? Right? And that's what Terraria is. It's not that much of a survival game. It's more like just an RPG with bosses. Right, and it's got a food bar. And that's where I would like to see more stuff like Dwarf Fortress, where it's actually simulating a world, and there's like more RP stuff happening in the world. Which shader was that? I don't know. There's like one shader that is just super common. But I couldn't tell you how to mod it. Yeah, Silder's vibrant shaders makes the game look actually really good. I think Minecraft looks really good with good shaders. Like, it makes the water look really, really nice. You can change it a bit more. I like changing it so it's not so blue. Like, it make it more just like reflective, because that water isn't really particularly blue for the most part. Sometimes it is. But I had to edit some code to make it work, or to make it pitch black. RimWorld is fun too. Yeah, is it Clientfolk? I think it's Clientfolk that I'm playing now. No, I'm playing Norland. I bought both of those too. And I think Norland was more enjoyable for me, at least. Clientfolk was felt a little bit unfinished. And I like RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress for different reasons, but it's like they completely miss each other. on like half of the things. Everything that RimWorld does well, Dwarf Fortress does poorly. Everything that Dwarf Fortress does well, RimWorld does poorly. That's how I feel about them. And unfortunately for RimWorld, everything that it does poorly is the main reason I want to play, which is like the world and all of that. And I think RimWorld is too gamey. The only thing I can think of when I'm playing it is like my carpets. If I put down too many carpets, then the next raid is gonna be too big, because that's how the game works. And Randy Random doesn't feel the same as having like an actually generated world, because it's just it feels, it's like kind of the same, but it's more like it just feels like you're just randomly getting fucked for no reason, and that's. Ever played Ymir? Yeah, I have Manor Lords too. It's kind of whatever. Maybe at some point if he keeps developing it. I have not played Ymir. Let's go check the... Wait, which town are we in? Yeah, Alvar. Let's go check the... wizard. The wizard thing.
A library of magical knowledge.
Do I have Void Speak and Bot? No.
Worthless.
A library of magical knowledge.
Let's
I
buy
don't
it.
have the space.
Oh. Annoying. Everyone's gear is destroyed.
A library of magical knowledge.
Lloyd's Bacon. Earth Mass Distortion, we have that. Death Blossom. I barely bought anything
A
there.
library of magical knowledge.
Stone to Flesh Blades. Death Blossom.
I don't have the space.
Oh!
Another spell learned. There's no room.
I played quite a bit of Song of Six. It's
A library
it's
of
a lot of fun
magical
for a
knowledge.
few playthroughs, but I think there's no like RP aspect to it, and that makes it kind of lame. If you like it for purely what it does, I think it's good. And I'll be honest, I've never managed to really get into like the army stuff, because I just end up dying. I don't know. I never managed to get that to really work. But he's like super tweaked the game to the point where every step of the way is just the same every time. Like every time you build this building to progress to this building, to this building, to this building, to this building. And that's just how the game is designed, right? And that's fine. But I think that completely ruins the RP aspect of it being like some kind of Dwarf Fortress like, which it isn't. It's just looks similar. But I think it's kind of cool to make like the different races just like only play dwarves, only play humans, only play whatever. Because they all play a little bit different. So that's kind of nice. I think it's definitely up there. It's a pretty decent indie title, for sure. Do I have Immolation? We don't have Immolation.
A library of magical knowledge.
fly, but I don't need fly anymore. But we can get it anyway. I have implosion. Starburst is ass. Invisibility is good. I genuinely don't understand the point of Starburst almost. It's like if you're making a wizard that's like only air or something. I don't know. It's weird. Or if you have multiple wizards and one just doesn't have fire. We did get Death Blossom, I think.
Another spell learned. Another spell learned.
We have Death Blossom blades. But yeah, Norland, they seem to be developing the game quite a lot. I'm waiting for them to maybe release something more before I try it again. But they released like a pretty big update. Like overhauled how the entire game works almost, it seems. It's basically RimWorld, but you control the nobles and then you have peasants that you don't really control and they go around and just do work.
A library of magical knowledge.
I like that aspect of it, at least personally. I don't think we have Ice Blast. Do we?
Another spell learned.
Alright. Let's go and fix this stupid inventory. It's completely ruined. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is magical trinkets.
Across the land.
Go back. Maybe I should sit down. Time to sit down, maybe. See, we have that already. We have that. We have that.
Can't leave it.
Plus 10 halberd. Leave it. I'm gonna sell those.
Who knows? I don't.
Leave it. Can't carry it.
There's no
I
room.
don't have the space.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we can sell that.
I don't know what it is.
Just notice they smile when you sell something. Yeah, they are little cheeky bastards. They like getting money. All right, hold on. Ooh. Let's close this because the sweeping sound is driving me
This was a
insane.
pleasure.
I have a standing or a desk you can raise, and I'm trying to hardcore use it this week because I've had like tailbone pain for a year or so. And I'm trying to just force myself to stand. The issue is that it just kind of changes where the pain is. Now instead of my tailbone having pain, my entire body is screaming in agony. Especially my feet. But hey, it's a nice change, I suppose. Ooh.
How can I help you today?
I don't know what it is.
Just gonna clean my inventory. Not good enough. Where's the weapon store? That's not the weapon store.
We carry only the finest.
Worthless.
This sword plus 70 speed, plus 70 accuracy. It's not good. It gives you minus 20 AC. It's just not good. Dragon Blade. Could pop some. I was gonna say we can pop some enchant item, but number one, I'm not Grandmaster, and number two, I wanted to put Life Leech on everybody if I can. Nobody uses Axis.
Who knows? I don't.
Worthless.
Who knows? I don't. No. Oh, pressing the wrong button. There. But we'll see. I do want to play Wizardry, but I also realized that the next Path of Exile League is gonna be this month, I think. And I will most likely play that. Fall of Rome released today. 50% on release. And that's a pretty big sale for a release. Yeah, looks alright if you like Civilization. Or X-Fest. Oh, there's the Ymir game. I really want to like some like city builders and stuff. Maybe this one is worth putting on my wish list. But for me, it's the RPG aspect. I like RPGs and Sims, kind of. And that's what I am attracted to in strategy games. And generally, it's just not really the focus. All right. We good? Let's go back. I am going here for a very good reason, because we have to go here in order to get Grandmaster Water. And this place lets me at the very least teleport to the Minotaur City to come out here so I can go back in, while having to go back to, like, having to go up here. Can't teleport here, can't teleport there. So having to go in and out of the air domain would be traveling back and forth, and it would just be kind of ass. So if we just push through here and we finish this, then I can just learn Lloyd's Beacon, and then we can teleport back and forth everywhere. And it's gonna be like 100 times easier.
The spell is set.
I don't like buffs. Just purely from a game design perspective, I don't really like buffs much. I think they're just annoying. Like, I like buffs, but I don't like buffs. Because I think that they don't really serve that much of a purpose. It just becomes this thing that you have to turn on. I think a buff should be an active choice. Then buffs are good. I don't like things that you just have to do for like just to get like to a baseline of power, kinda. I think that's a problem. I like cool choices.
I don't know. Haven't seen one before.
Because I think that generally leads to more interesting gameplay, because then
I have no
it leads to functional choice.
There's some power. I have no idea.
Never seen one before.
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to not be programming backend shit. I want to make skills and stuff.
Kill me! Please help me!
Why am I dying so hard? I mean, I even have water rests.
Never seen one before.
Is it, there's just that many enemies shooting me, I guess.
I have no idea.
Beats me.
I feel like my damage just
I
kind
have
of sucks.
No idea.
Beats me. Tis but a scratch.
It probably does.
Never seen one before.
Ow. Ow.
I don't know it.
Never seen one before. Beats me. Never seen one before.
Not taking any damage. There's nothing worth attacking.
Never seen one before.
This guy, I guess.
Beats me.
Can we kill this one?
Nice shot.
Then we can bail. Yep. This place is confusing. Alright. One more second and she comes back up. Whoops. Does everyone have regen? Yes. I'm gonna... Wait, are the hotkeys merge only? Oh, that's tough.
The spell is
Okay,
set.
sure, whatever. That's kind of crazy to me. I don't know why. Like, the merge mob does so many things that should be patchable without merge, in my opinion. Because I think the merge is kind of ass. But everything it does to the client is really good, overall. And it's not just, like, it does more than Greyface does. Alright. Let's go back in. Recast haste. As long as you just remember to recast haste, you don't get the negative when it runs out.
This could be tough.
'Cause you get weakness applied to everyone when it runs out. If you just keep mashing it, it doesn't run out.
I don't know.
Please help me.
Holy shit!
This could be tough.
Beats me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Repair complete.
Everyone's armors are
Repair
broken.
complete.
I don't know how much that matters
Repair complete.
right now, though. Alright, there we go.
I don't know. The spell is ready.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
This could be tough.
Dude, how is this guy in melee range? That guy is not in melee range. There's not even a little bit.
I don't know.
But that's more like it. I really want to mess with the idea of making a game like this that works in semi-real time. Like, I really hate this switching between. But I like the idea of, like, doing it the super hot way. Where everything just... the game runs when you walk or you do actions, basically. I feel like it's either that or just pure real time or pure turn-based almost. Super hot real time. I don't. Super hot's the only game that I really felt like it was.
There's something.
Like that tied to the core of the game, I guess. I mean, not really. It's not like that uncommon, but. Where does XCOM 3 have that?
Got it.
Like when you're traveling on the world map? Or something?
It is.
But from actual combat, you can choose SRT or clan. Oh, okay. XCOM 3 is the one I've played the most. Which isn't a lot, by the way. But I've never seen that. Most players hate it because it's not what 1 and 2 had. I mean, that's pretty much how every game works, right? Or every series.
Yes, we've done it.
But it does sound pretty rough. I can't even imagine how it works with, like, how the game works. Because, like, you can't control more than one character at a time. So that's just kind of weird. You just hit pause when you want to order them around? Oh, so it becomes like real time with pause or something. It's more like Baldur's Gate.
We got it.
House. Wow, an empty house? Sweet. Super sick. Dragon turtles? The dragon turtles are actually really easy. You can just blast them. Yeah, no, XCOM's alright. I've actually been meaning to play Xenonauts 2 for a while, but I don't know if I'll wait until it 1.0s or not sure. I think I almost finished the Enemy Unknown remake. I'm not sure if I finished it. XCOM 2 is the first game in the series where I felt like I don't want to play this, like actively. I hate this. But that was less so with XCOM 2 and Well, no, it was XCOM 2. I don't like how it does a lot of things in terms of like encounters. And I really hate War of the Chosen. It's so bad. But yeah. It just like it's hard to explain, but like in Enemy Unknown, they do that whole thing where you cannot surprise enemies. Like they always get their surprise round. And that was bad. I hated that. But in XCOM 2, it's like it felt like every single level is just enemies spawning in some random place. And when they spawn, they get a free round. And they just run around and all of a sudden all your guys are just surrounded. Even if they like spawned in the middle of where you were, you're still surrounded. Like there's just too much free enemy movement all the time. It's super annoying. And I feel like the boss fights are just kind of, you have to know how to kill them. It's almost like if you're fighting any of the Chosen, you should just Google how to kill the Chosen. And then you can try killing the Chosen the intended way. Otherwise, it's like you're just gonna die before you figure out how to fight it. Like the invisible one. It was just kind of tedious to me, personally at least. Bye, turtle. And I know a lot of people, but I think it really just depends on if you're talking to new or old fans. Shit on Enemy Unknown, but I actually didn't really mind it. Like, I thought it was a pretty good remake, but I wasn't like a. Not like I'm a turbo fan of the old games or anything either. There's so many, man. Oh, there's so many monsters.
Go. Go.
I'm killing myself. They're all falling in real time.
Never seen one before.
Haven't seen. I don't know it.
I don't know how to focus. There are too many enemies. I'm running away. This place is. I feel like I'm here too early, but I really want to push through here. As long as we're on a distance, we can just mash them down, and it'll be fine. No, stop! I'm shooting at the turtle. Why is it so hard to? Elder tortoise, there.
I don't know.
I don't know it.
Need to heal.
I have no idea.
Oh no, we're tired. Fuck. Oh no, you can't haste when you're tired.
I have no idea.
Dead.
I have no idea.
Nice shot.
Oh,
Haven't
there.
seen one before.
I have no idea.
Ouch. Wonder if we're getting any good XP here. Yeah, I think so. We got 2 levels. Armor's broken again, but they're just shooting spells, so it doesn't really matter.
Beats me. Beats me.
The dragon turtles seem kind of whatever.
I have no idea.
The greater water elementals are the big ones here.
I don't know it.
Tis but a scratch.
Ouch! Ouch!
I don't know.
Can we make a big healing potion somehow? Yellow. Magog. Gog blood.
Shall we mix another?
I have no idea.
Never seen one before.
I don't think we're hasted. Yeah, let's haste.
Haven't seen one before.
Haste is huge. It's basically, it does everything. It's, you do more damage, you take less damage.
Never seen one before.
Ow!
You basically have to use it.
Beats me.
There's
Because it means that enemies attack you less. Like, you don't technically take less damage, but you practically take less damage because
Haven't seen one before.
enemies simply attack you less often compared to how often you get to act. And it's like half damage, almost. Like, it's
Never
a
seen one before.
large
Never
amount.
seen one before. I don't know.
Ouch. I have to fly away. Do we just rest here again?
Can't sleep here. Can't sleep here. Can't sleep here. Can't sleep here.
Oh, it's because I'm flying. Can't sleep when you're flying, that makes sense. Are you stupid? You can't fly and sleep. Water rests. Protection from magic is it's really good, but it really depends on what you're fighting. And here I don't think it matters, because I assume it doesn't protect you from your own haste running out. That would be kind of crazy.
This could be tough.
Nice shot. I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, there. Oh, we're almost through. Almost.
It won't hurt us.
And blow them up.
No match for me.
Yes, we've
Tritons are pathetic. It's the greater water elementals that are just insane.
This could be tough.
Immune to water. They just have lots of health.
I have no idea.
Never seen one before.
I think elemental weaknesses are kind of nice to have. To some degree. I don't think it's a particularly
I have no idea.
deep or interesting mechanic. I think you can do it in better ways in general than just like resistance numbers. Like it affecting the enemy in like a physical way can be nice too. But it's still nice to be able to like choose which spell you're using based on what the enemy is. Even though I don't think it is particularly interesting, I still think it's something it's one of those things that I don't think is a particularly deep mechanic, but it's still
There's some power.
a net positive thing.
Never seen one before.
Unless
Got him.
it's an MMO.
This could be tough.
Then you have to be more careful. They did that in Tree of Savior,
Never seen one before.
and I thought it was a lot of fun. Every enemy had weaknesses, and
Never seen one before.
hitting an enemy that was weak against your element made you do 50% more damage. And generally speaking, this was completely meaningless. Or it wasn't, not meaningless like that, but it was like, you weren't really ever gonna choose between using this or that spell, because whatever build you were making was gonna be like, you do holy damage, or you do only slashing damage, or you do only dark damage, or you do only fire damage, kind of, you know? And
This could be tough.
what that kind of made the game devolve into was whatever was the current like end game raid, that whatever element that was decided what everybody played, because otherwise you did 50% reduced damage. So, and it was like dark bosses almost all the time, so it was like, okay, holy stuff's the only thing that's worth doing. But there was like a kernel there that I thought was really, really enjoyable, because there was a wizard class called Elementalist,
I have no idea.
and their special function was that they could activate an ability. Take care, Axel. But they could activate an ability that made them do
I don't know.
double the bonus. So instead of 50% more, you got 100%
I
more.
have no idea.
And you could mix and match classes in that game. So you could pick 3 different wizard classes to play. So I picked all of the classes that just had every element, more or less. That way you got like holy spells, fire, earth, water, whatever else, air. And so you could react to what the enemy was. And that made you like choose which element to use depending on what was on the screen, and sometimes it was mixed, so you had to like keep an eye on what everything was. And it was a very minor thing, but it made the game like actually a lot of fun to play, because it was just like this small active thing that you had to pay attention to. And it doesn't really take that much more than that when you're developing a game to make the game go from
Never seen one before.
being completely brain dead to having like one interesting little thing.
I have no idea.
Yes, we've done it.
And at the same time, it's very easy to make your game go from having something interesting to being brain dead, with like very, very small things. It's, I don't really have an example of that, but it's something I see quite often, where they put something in that just kind of like overrides all the other choices that exist in the game.
I don't know.
And now there are actually no choices anymore because of that. And that's also a factor of balance for single player games, which is very important. People
Never seen one before.
People like to say that it doesn't matter because it's single player. But balance always matters. Everything has to make sense within the context of the game. Just like a small example that I can think of. There's a game called what is it actually called? They're called I want to say that they're called something awful, but that's a website. They're called something like that. Fuck is it called? Like every game that I've ever seen is coming up here, except for the game I'm looking for. It's actually a pretty decent JRPG. So basic. Man, now I want to figure out what game it is. I have it. It's probably like super far down. Not to scroll through every single game I own, but I think it's probably like earlier than this that I last played it. Oh, why is it so hard? Maybe I'll come. There, something classic, that's what they're called. Shadows of Adam, that's what it's called. Yes. In Shadows of Adam, the game kind of separates enemies into archetypes to some degree. Like you have enemies that are evasive, for example. And the game is quite basic. It's mostly just old school JRPG. But it kind of makes you at least pay attention to what kind of enemy it is. So if it's like a bat, you can tell like, yeah, this is gonna be an evasive monster. So you're gonna use the wizard to cast a spell because spells always land. And vice versa, there might be enemies that have high defense. And then one of your characters is good at like breaking through armor and ignoring armor and stuff. So, you know, you use that. And certain spells might do different things, be good at different things. And especially when it comes to the magic. Like let's actually take a look. Shadows of Adam spells. There's no wiki. Oh, well, maybe. Skills. Well, either way. From what I remember, spells have like different scenarios where you really want to use them against different types of enemies and such. Heart of Water. And then when you get to the final dungeon, your wizard learns a new spell that just does ultimate damage. And it's just the best spell. It's the best option against everything in the entire game from that point on. And it just, like, for the final dungeon, it makes the game worse. Because before that, the game actually had some depth. Like, you had to pay attention to what was happening. And then they just give you this ability that just deletes all of your other abilities. So it makes the final dungeon not be like this challenge thing, it just makes it brain dead. Because it deletes its own game mechanics by just adding a new option that's just too powerful and has no downsides. And it's something that happens quite a bit. It happens in this game as well. Light magic does this. And it sucks. I fucking hate light magic.
I have no idea.
I really, really wish light magic was different. It's one of the main things I would mod to change in this game. Because it makes your like investment into spirit and everything meaningless. It means that there's no real point in getting anything in any spell other than for just pure damage or pure healing, because everything else is just light just does it better anyway, so it's just a waste of points. As long as you can just get light up, you don't even need to get like those other elements, unless it's for a certain spell, like getting air to master, for example, or to grandmaster is it's not, there's like no point if you're playing light. Because what are you gonna get? You're gonna get Starburst. And Starburst is just a worse meteor shower anyway. Like there's nothing here that you would get any value from by grandmastering air, going higher than 7. His fly is just 7. Invisibility is 7. This doesn't matter. The only thing you need earth for is stone to flesh, I think. Yeah. And that's why I went dark this time, because I wanted to see what it would feel like not playing light. And the unfortunate reality is that light is still more enjoyable to play, because buffing is annoying. It's not something I ever want to experience. Like when I'm... Pathfinder Kingmaker is one of my favorite RPGs. The game is completely ruined by buffing. Like, I have to download a mod to just have an auto buffer that just lets me do all the buffs instantly in one button press, instead of standing there 10 minutes before every encounter just to buff my guys. And there it's even worse, because there the buffs last for like 5 minutes. And you have 5 times as many buffs as you do in this game. So I do think that playing dark, the game becomes more interesting build-wise, because you can actually specialize more. And it has more value. But the game becomes kind of worse because I have to manually buff all the time,
I have no
which is just not enjoyable gameplay. Hello.
Nice shot.
Yes.
So, okay. So I can predict what's gonna happen, I think. We're gonna, at some point, we're going to get a reason to get into the crystal. And getting into the crystal is going to require the magical item from the water realm and from the earth realm and from the fire realm, etc, etc. That's gonna be the step after Regna, and that's why this is so hard right now, because I have skipped a chapter. Which is fine. I just want Lloyd's Beacon.
Yes.
Got it. We did it.
And if I'm right, this should be it. Unless it's just not available yet.
This could be tough.
Fuck!
We've done it.
Oh, there's more. How am I hitting you? What the fuck?
Just but a scratch.
I mean, I understand that they're smaller, but it's this... Still felt weird. Ow. Don't kill me.
It is.
Madness reigns these watery realms, but it does not rule me. Somehow I am not affected. How can I help you? I am not unschooled in the ways of magic. Clearly some spell of almost unimaginable power has affected those that live in this watery realm. My main curiosity is to know why this has occurred. Clearly no one would risk using such power if it was not to achieve some terrible end. All I know is that the plane of water makes war upon your realm. From here I can discern no reason to it. Oh man, what the hell? Empty house, empty house, empty house. Clear Creek, River Glass. Top left then. Because it says Water magic grant. Plane of water. Black current may be found on the plane of water. So it's gotta be here somewhere. Unless they like move back in later or something. Because there are a bunch of empty houses, right? And there's a house here. And demons.
Never seen one before.
Haven't seen one. I don't know it.
Bear some power.
Attack water. 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 It just felt like they were flinging like
I don't know.
red things at me. Maybe not.
I have no idea. Bear some power.
Beats me.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know.
Raider water elemental. Fairy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, she's at minus 48 and she's still not dead. So yeah, it has something to do with her endurance too, I think. Endurance level something. Where do we have Gog Blood? There.
Shall we mix another?
Maybe we sleep again. And we rebuff. I just don't really think regen is worth casting. Like, I don't know. Hey, I'll still cast it. But I do so under protest. What else do we need? Light. State Hex or Fog of War? I think that's just Fog of War. Oh. Let's go in on this greater elementalist.
Tis but a scratch.
Do we have any good spells worth using here? don't think so. We'll just use our dark magic spells.
Tis but a scratch. Never seen one before. Where we got that one?
Like, being able to build characters as certain archetypes is enjoyable. It's just something that I don't feel like you can do. Like this whole idea of being able to like slow is a really nice spell, but there's just no point because you can't like become better at using slow or anything like that. It's just not gonna really work against most enemies that matter. In Wizardry 6 you seem to be able to kind of specialize more, like I've mentioned before. Because you have 6 schools of magic. And you can kind of distribute your points between them a bit there too. But like being able to spec into like just sleep, for example, I think is a pretty strong thing for a game in general. Becoming a sleep mage, or your entire character is basically about slowing down enemies, or you know, these kind of things. So we finished that. Now we're Grandmaster Water.
Another spell learned.
So now we have Lloyd's. Where do we want to go next then? Fire? Maybe? Or we continue to Ragnan. There we get Dark Master. And that's what I'm going to be pumping. I could get Alchemy to 10. But I don't know if I want to make black potions. We can get Meditation to Grandmaster. Then we match Dark. But now then we want to go Shadow Spire? What was that? Because now we have cleared that entire area, and that gave us 5 levels. Jesus, that's a lot.
We can train you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Chain Grandmaster. I just don't see any reason to get Merchant Grandmaster. Let's just mash bow. Bodybuilding. Oh no, that was a wasted point. Oh well. At least it's at 10 now. Now I won't waste any more there. Because he can only get master, so... But it's still worth 3 points. Kinda. Because it's triple effect already. But it's still not amazing. Just want more arms master now. Now where is meditation master? Alvar. How much does it give me? 452. It gave me 50. 50 spell points isn't that bad. Where's meditation grandmaster? She doesn't even have meditation. Can she not learn meditation at all?
There isn't any room. Repair complete. There isn't any room. Repair complete.
We carry only the finest.
Who knows? I don't.
Worthless.
Not worthless. Actually pretty decent.
We carry only the finest.
Worthless. Leave it. Worthless.
Sold my magic weapon. Oh well. Whatever.
Rarities from across the land. Out of my shop, rabble.
So... It's up here, there.
Do come in a simple repast.
How do we get there? Right, it was from Dagger Wound somewhere. Go talk to the Dagger Wound leader. Hey. Had the portals been fixed? Oh, never mind. Pirates. No. Never mind. Maybe there's just another boat here now? He did say something about Dagger Wound.
Come aboard.
Oh, nothing there. There are boats, but I don't know if that's gonna help me. Oh yeah, we already finished Might. Okay. Yeah, we could go back and try to talk to people in the guild again, I guess. Here? I think this is it.
No challenge at all.
Hello? The Ragnar Pirate Outpost. The smell of freshly lumbered wood gives indication of this fort's recent construction. The large stacks of supplies shows that the Ragnar Pirates are planning a lengthy stay. Hey.
Shall we can take it.
I'm badly hurt.
She almost died, what the fuck?
Repair complete.
I have no idea.
Okay. You don't have the key. Well, then let's go find it.
Weak. It should have fled.
Find all the pirate buttons.
This item is weak.
So I feel like this is actually just a low-level shit place that I was supposed to have found 200 hours ago.
No challenge at all.
I have no.
Blackwell Cooper. Hello, Blackwell Cooper. We dropped a key. Yep, there's submarine. Right. No, we were supposed to go here. And let's see if that's the same key that unlocks safe up here. See if it was worth it.
This is useful.
Terminus. Arms master skill +7. Air resistance +30. Is this a 200? I think it might be.
Worthless. Leave it.
No, it's a broadsword. Oh, that's a 100. Man. All right. Submarine.
Let's investigate.
Ow!
There's something.
Oh, 700 hit points, wizard. We still have Bless, but only for a couple of minutes. So we did travel for quite some time there. Small sub pen. Alright, that's it.
Good day.
I saw torches last night at the old ruined fort across the bay last night. I saw torches last night at the old ruined fort across the bay last night. I wonder what people were doing up there. I don't know if it's probably doing crack, just like you, bro. Grandmaster Disarm. Alright, and now we're just going to get Grandmaster Dark. There we go. Easy. Gold
Another
Drinker.
spell learned.
This horrible spell sucks the life from all creatures in sight, friend or enemy. Gold Drinker then transferred that life to your party in much the same fashion as shared life. Alright. That's the heal. That's our new healing spell.
How are you today?
Better watch out. The Dread Pirate Stanley doesn't like strangers snooping around our island.
What's your pleasure?
Stanley. Dueling Dagger.
Come back. What's your pleasure?
Alright, so we need those. Hello, Thomas. Hunt is it is going. And we're finally progressing. I'm going to the pirates. Which is the next step of the way.
What's your pleasure?
So we can buy this. Question is just like, it uses the same icon. It just has different place that he holds it.
Who knows? I don't.
What else are we missing? Big swords, can't really do much about that. Shitty staff.
What's your pleasure?
No, that one's enchanted. Whatever.
Come back when you're serious.
Vampiric weapon.
Well, I never.
Unfortunately, these weapons are all... They already have special abilities. I don't think you can... No. So I'm gonna have to choose between having cool special weapons or just having normal enchanted weapons with vampirism on them. And
What's your
we're
pleasure?
gonna have to determine...
Come back when you're serious.
How rude.
what's preferable. Grandmaster Sword. Which isn't really particularly interesting. It just gives you pure intellect, pure luck.
Our potions, your pleasure.
Yeah, it just gives you a bunch of AC. Gives you 10 AC. Skill added to armor class. What we need is Arms Master, Grandmaster, but I think that's supposed to be here too. Now we've drank from there. That means we can teleport back here now easily. Disarm. Dark magic. But there seems to be houses a little bit everywhere here.
Got armor. Oh, a real high roller.
Well, I never.
Grandmaster Light. Grandmaster Chain. Receive 2/3 damage from physical attacks.
I have some special pieces for you.
Increases effect of all fire spells. Don't think I have that. Disarm plus 16 is meaningless because Disarm Grandmaster is just 100% success chance. Prevents damage from drowning. Disarm. Yep. And like plus 10 hit points is just not really that interesting.
Have a good
Because I have 250 health, so I'd need to sacrifice like 6 ring scrolls or 6 ring slots just to get, I don't even know, 20% increase in hit points. So yeah, I don't know. Grandmaster Dagger? That one is a little interesting. Oh no, skill ended to attack damage. Yeah, that's good. But Master is chance to cause triple damage equal to skill. Oh, does that mean it's 10% chance? Okay. Pirate Stronghold.
Beats me. Tis but a scratch.
He does lightning. Spell poison spray. Attack physical. Physical spell lightning poison spray.
No.
So you want water res. You probably want fire res here too. Whoops. Massacred myself, which is actually really bad because I don't think there was a church here. I think I'm gonna replace the explosion bow. It kind of is mostly just annoying. I kill myself with it as much as I kill the enemies. I don't really like it. I'm just looking for a church. But it looks like they put churches only in the early areas on purpose.
It's shut tight.
Hello?
Come aboard! Anchors away!
So now we can probably take the boat, but it doesn't matter that much because just take the teleport.
Our sanctuary is open to you. A benediction.
But I think we'll stop there for today. We'll continue tomorrow. I don't think that there's that much left of the game. We're gonna do Ragnan, then we're gonna do all the elemental planes, and we've done one already. So I think we might be done tomorrow or the day after that. It's my guess, depending on how much time I actually get to play. And then we'll see. Maybe we'll start Wizardry right away. Path of Exile 2, I think, is still like probably 2 weeks away, maybe 3. There's still a lot of time before then. So we might still do a Titan Quest stream or 2, finish that. Before Wizardry. Either way, until next time, thanks for hanging. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Actually, have a good night. Bye-bye.